Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing on this satisfying Saturday? I hope you guys had a great week. I know I did. I'm still alive and breathing. So anything else that God gives me or gave me was extra blessings. That's the best blessing ever. Since again, sliced bread and peanut butter and jelly. But guys, I want to talk to you about forgiveness. Yeah, forgiveness. As I've been on this healing journey, and as you, when it's time for you to start and begin and actually really say, I want to heal. I promise you, this journey ain't fun. This journey is for our good, but it does not feel good. Take it from your girl Morgan. It does not feel good. And forgiveness is one of the main components of healing. And you're saying, girl, what are you talking about? Forgiveness. I forgave people. I let them go. I ain't messing with them like that no more. And again, that's me. Full transparency, I don't have a lot of relationships with a lot of my family on neither my mother nor my father's side. Most of it is not because of me. Unfortunately, it's maybe because of them, or maybe because God just said, hey, don't worry about it. I'll give you your people. And sometimes our people does not include our family. That's the sad part about where life is and where God does things. But when I tell you forgiveness is required and mandatory for you to move forward in your life and move forward to wherever path that God has for you, or that you ask God, hey, I need to go this direction. I don't want to go to the left no more. I need to go to the right. It requires you to forgive people. I remember when my dad passed 3 years ago, and prior to him passing, I began this healing journey. And I was like, Lord, I honestly, sincerely forgive everyone. All the people who did me wrong, all the people who did not know how to love me, all the people who did not know how to treat me right, including my mom and my dad. And even if I was not able to verbally tell them where they can hear me say it out loud that I forgave them, I had that conversation with God. I had that conversation with Jesus, and I said, Jesus, I forgave him. The damage was done. The pain was there. It's gone. It's over. But I genuinely, out of my heart, I forgave them. And I remember the last time I saw my dad on May the 1st, 2020, and I saw my dad in a different light. My dad had lost his leg. He's in a wheelchair. The first time I saw old boy not being old boy. I got my moving and my shaking from my mom and my dad. So people who know me, they like, girl, you don't never sit still. I got it, my mom. We true Brooklynites. We don't move. We don't slow down for nobody. We true Northerners. Born in Brooklyn, raised in Philly. Don't slow down for nothing. I tell people all the time, if I slow down, you better worry and watch out. And I remember when he caught COVID around May 26th, May 27th of 2020. And I'm thinking, my dad done been through a lot. My dad had a lot of health issues. And I said, oh, he going to survive this. He's been in and out of hospital for as long as I can remember in my 30 years of having him in my life. I know he going to survive this, until God sent a nurse to me. And I haven't talked to that nurse in a while, but I still am grateful for her guidance and her wisdom. And she said, what happened? And I told her what's going on. And she said, baby, he's not going to make it. And I said, girl, you don't know what you're talking about. My daddy been through a lot. My daddy going to survive. And God kept giving me different people. As I said, God told me. And he told me through my mom. He told me through my dad. And he told me through other people. God will give you your people. Even if that means it's not your family. And these people were saying, hey, don't worry about it, but he's not going to make it. And I said, lady, okay, you don't know what you're talking about. My daddy been through a lot of health crises. He's been in and out of the hospital. He's going to survive COVID. And I told you guys I work for the hospital system. So I had firsthand knowledge of what was his path. But in my mind, I was denying, because that first time I had finally saw my dad in the capacity that I thought he should have been on this earth, as long as he's been in my life for 30 years, but been a part of my life and created my life 50 years ago with him and my mom. And so as I'm thinking about this lady and I'm listening to her, and I said, no, he got time. He goes in the hospital. And we had to make this decision. My siblings and I had to make this decision of whether we're going to disconnect him from the ventilator or we had time. And God sent another person to me, said, one thing that you need to know is when a person passes, or even if they're on a ventilator, they can still hear you. So what you need to do is, when you have the opportunity to finally go and see him, have that conversation with him. Tell him how you feel. Tell him what you thought. And I did that. And the first thing I did, as soon as I walked into the room and I saw them hooked up all these machines, and I said, Daddy, I'm sorry. I forgive you. And I said, I hope he hear me. I know he hear me. But God, you told me he hears me. I forgive you. I forgive you for everything you've done to me. All of the ways you treated me. I understand. I love you and I forgive you. And I'm thinking, okay, I said this. He's going to survive. But guys, we disconnected him on July the 3rd. That was the last time I saw my dad alive. On 4th of July, 2020. God called him home. Because in my mind, I thought, well, because I told him I forgave him and I told him I'm sorry, I let it go, and we can make amends. I had time that I did not know I didn't have. Because God already knew his plan. He just knew what had to be done and what had to take place in order for him to transition him to come home with him. And as I'm sitting in the chair, as I'm going to the hospice place to go see him, and I ring the doorbell and I said, yes, I'm here for my dad. And the guy said, hold on. And the nurse said, come on. He just took his last breath. And I'm like, what? No, not for me. He didn't really love me. He didn't really respect me. He didn't really want me. No, that's not happening. Let me call my siblings. Let me call everybody. It's just a joke. He gonna wake up. When I go in this room, he gonna wake up. When I go in this room, all those tubes in the hospice room were removed. And the vision that I saw him the night before, it just looked like he was sleeping. And I said, oh, he just joking. He gonna wake up. And I'm sitting in the chair and the chaplain comes in. I said, why me? The lady said he took his last breath because he was waiting for you to get here. He could not transition until you got here. And I know him and my mom always said, boo-boo, you the firstborn. My mom said, baby, you the firstborn. I said, okay. But y'all wasn't treating the firstborn right. Good. Full transparency, guys. And I said, okay, but I'm still talking to him. And I said, Daddy, I forgive you. I forgive you. It's okay. You can wake up now. You can wake up. He wasn't going to wake up. His time, it came to an end. And recently I talked to a sibling of mine, again, on this forgiving path. I have forgiven everyone in my family on my mother's side who did not know how to love me and respect me and treat me as their granddaughter, their cousin, their niece. To on my father's side, who did not know how to treat me right as their granddaughter, their daughter, their niece, their cousin. Again, I forgave all these people. And so my sister and I had a conversation. And I told her, you need to heal. You got to forgive and let this go with the issues and the hurt and the pain that you had with our dad. Yes, I know our dad wasn't a great dad. I know the things that he did. I promise you. I know. I heard more stories about my dad more after he passed than I did while he was alive. And then I had to put the pieces together, the puzzle, to understand him as being my father. So I can continue to forgive him. And she said, you weak. How you forgiving him all the things that he done? I remember I was fighting him. You are weak. You don't have what we have. He did so much to us and he was treating us like this. And I'm sitting there telling her, girl, the man is gone. He's been passed away for the last 3 years. And everyone who knows him, who know of him, still harboring all that hate, all that hurt, all that pain, all that bitterness for one man who's no longer on this earth. And I said, you haven't forgiven him. You need to forgive him. You stupid. You're weak. No, forgiveness made me stronger because all the people that I forgave over my path, over my life, over my journey of being in this world has me in a better place. Well, guess what? I have peace. Peace you can't pay for. I got peace 8 years ago. Peace where this smile, this heart, this light that you see on me is genuine. Because when I forgave and I let go. Remember, I did a post not too long ago about the art of letting go. I had to let that go. I had to forgive my mother, which is why God brought us back together. He brought us back together for us to have our communication, for us to have our relationship, for me to learn who she was. Growing up and trying to raise me, who she is as the strong woman that she was. Yes, I will tell you guys, my mom was a very strong woman, even though to the family, she was weak. To the family, she was different. To the family, she didn't act like us, the same as her daughter. To the family, I'm weak. To the family, I'm not like them. To the family, I'm unique and different. But guess what? To God, I am a one-of-a-kind, unique individual on purpose. Person. I'm going to repeat that again. I am a one-of-a-kind, unique individual on purpose to God, which makes me who I am. And I won't change for nobody. Because one thing I did, the main thing I did, was forgave all the people who've done me wrong. And with forgiveness, it comes wisdom. Because this is the thing. Even though you forgive people and you say, all right, I'll let you go, I'm going to forgive you. Because I sat in that chair for about an hour until the family showed up. Talking to my dad, telling him how much I forgave him, telling him how much I'm sorry, telling him I'm like, God, please give us another chance, because now I finally see the man as my dad, and now I can't take care of him, I can't help him, because now he's gone. No, this cannot be dream. This cannot be real. This got to be a dream. My forgiveness made me stronger. My forgiveness made me wiser. My forgiveness made me better. And I didn't forgive those people for them. Because I know unless God allows them, they won't apologize. They won't say, I'm sorry. Again, there's those two words. I'm sorry, because they're still hurt. Again, I don't know why. That's between them and God. And as they say, misery loves company. Guess what? That's a party I don't want no invitation to. I do not want to join. I'm loving this forgiveness journey. I'm loving this forgiveness road. I'm enjoying this healing journey. Because my healing journey is not going to help me. It's going to help others. So when I said I forgave you, I forgive you for me. So I can heal and move on. And I've talked to so many people and they said, well, my dad did this and my mom did this. And I forgave them. You did not. Because you didn't tell them you forgave them. You didn't say, I forgive you. And even if they're gone, you can still have that conversation with the Lord and say, God, I do honestly, genuinely forgive my parents. Forgive my grandparents. Forgive my aunts and my uncles. Forgive my cousins. Forgive those people who I thought were my friends and they were not. So in my path and on my past and in my journey that I'm on now, that forgiveness got me to where I'm at now, where I can share this journey, full transparency. And if I can't be honest with myself, how can I be honest with you? And share this and say, hey guys, it's going to be all roses. It's going to be creams and flowers and tulips. And girl, guys, this healing journey is going to be amazing. And there's going to be no trials and tribulations. Wrong again, little darling. The trials and tribulations don't stop. The ups and downs don't stop. The roller coaster rides do not stop. But the one thing I did, I started forgiving. So because I started forgiving and I started saying, I'm sorry, not I apologize. I'm sorry for anything that I've done that I did not know that was wrong, or that I treated you wrong, or I said something wrong. But it's not up to me if you accept my apology. It's not up to me if you accept my forgiveness. It's up to him. God. Long as God knows my heart and he knows my intention and he knows the words that are coming out of my mouth are genuine and true, that I'm fine. My heart is good. When I go to bed at night, I sleep with peace. Because as I tell everyone, I will not let no man, woman, boy, girl, or child take away the peace that God gave me. Because peace passes all understanding. Joy, unspeakable joy. It can't be bought. It can't be made up. It can't be like it used to be for me. Like I would have a smile on my face and I still was unhappy. I would have joy in my heart and I still would be unhappy. Because I had so much going on. I had so much trauma, so much trial, so much life. While life was life and I still was trying to be smiling, happy and all this. But to have it now, 8 years into this journey of healing, guys, I promise you, I wouldn't trade it for anything or anyone in the world. So listen to me when I tell you, forgive those who hurt you. Forgive those who betrayed you. Forgive those for those who did not understand you. Forgive those for those who did not love you. Forgive them for not respecting you. Forgive them for not supporting you. Not for them, for you. For you. So you can continue your healing journey without having all that hatred, that anger, that bitterness. Because for people to still not love my daddy and not like my daddy and still have so many things to say about him, and he been gone for the last 3 years, he can't even defend himself. He can't even say, oh boy, well, what you want me to do, boo-boo? That's sad. So you may call me weak, but God calls me strong. I'm stronger than I ever been, and I'm getting stronger by the day and the moment. You guys have an amazing rest of your weekend. Please be safe. Remember, forgiveness is one of the main components as you're on your healing journey. When you can say, I am victory. When you can say, endurance is victory. Because Morgan said, endurance is victory. Morgan said, I am victory. And I'm seeing who she is, and I'm watching her. Because part of my journey is, I had to forgive. So to that sister, I still forgive you. I have much wisdom now. I know what to say and what to not to say. Forgiveness does not come with stupidity. Forgiveness does not come with naivety. Forgiveness does not come with cluelessness. Forgiveness comes with clarity. Forgiveness comes with understanding. Forgiveness comes with lessons. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Hurt people, stop hurting people. Forgiveness is the key. I forgive you. I love you. Even if that means I have to love you from a distance, because I have more common sense now. I have more love in my heart. I have more passion in my heart. I have more compassion in my heart. But if you kept showing me who you were, and they say as people show you who they are, believe them, I love you. But I'm going to stay on my side of the train, and you stay on yours until God says it's time for us to come together. Guys, have an amazing rest of your weekend. Please be safe. Enjoy this beautiful weather. I promise you, God's nature is nothing but the best nature and best thing ever. It's going to be hot, y'all. I already feel it. It's going to be a hot summer. But that's okay, because your girl don't like summertime too much. But that's okay. I digress. Because, it's a Philly thing, as you see. Us Yankees, us Northerners. We can't, I know personally, I don't do heat very well. I remember up north going to the water plug, taking my kids to the fire plug, to the water plug, and get some ices and go and take them to the pool. Enjoy your weekend, and please be safe. Forgiveness is the key to the healing, to your healing journey, to the healing of your soul. Be blessed.